Welcome to Nature Talks, where we tune into animals, nature, and the universe. My name is Susie Gatti, and I invite you to a deeper connection with animals and the earth. So today we're talking about climate change. I remember very well as a kid when I would have all these ideas about what we could do to save the planet. As a kid, I was into saving the planet. And had all these brilliant ideas. And all I would always hear from my parents would be like, oh, just wait till you grow up. Then you realize that your one idea is not going to make any difference. And so you grow up with that. And that is something that is being enforced upon you over and over and over and over, that you really don't have an impact with what you are choosing. And that is the biggest lie. You are making an impact with every choice. You are making an impact with everything that you are being on this planet and doing. And so the lie is that, there has to be a lot of us doing the exact same thing for it to be changed. No, that's the lie. You alone standing there doing a 1, 2, 3 for the earth can make a huge change. A lot of times people have decided that in order to stop all the stuff that is going on, the impact on the earth, that we have to go back to living basically in caves, and so that any comfort is basically a contribution to global warming, to the determination of the earth. Now, the interesting thing is when you actually take a moment and you ask the earth if that is true, even right now, if we ask the earth, so is that true? What do you get? It's more of a no. So it's like, okay, cool. So then what is it actually that we have to be aware of when we are interacting here and when we're playing with the earth? And there are a lot of things that people are doing that are very unconscious. And to me, that's the part when the first time I really listened to Gary many, many years ago, he was talking about basically this willingness to really recognize what changes things rather than really coming to conclusion about what changes things. And one of the things he's always said is that your laughter is way more a contribution to the earth than your recycling. Now, I always thought that was very funny on one hand. On the other hand, I didn't really want to believe it. And now I know with just being willing to listen to the earth, I get it. It's like, oh, no, it's not about how many cans I put in a different container. It's really about how am I showing up on this planet? And I get that a lot of people are just also stumped and they don't want to change their ways. Because there's, of course, all these solutions to what we should do. And a lot of people don't wish to do that either, because it's not convenient. But also everywhere you're going for convenience rather than for what is required, will you destroy non-creative, please? Times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And who's to say what actually creates what? But be aware too, what are you buying every day? What are you putting in your body? What are your choices that you're making when you're going out there? And just look at that too and go, is this contributing to a greater future? By me buying this product, am I contributing to a greater future? And it could also be not always about the product. It could be the company that makes that product. But if you're willing to be more aware of that without coming to conclusion and without getting rigid about it, but really with looking at, oh, what is creating the future that I would like to see on this planet? What actions of mine are going to create the future that I'm asking for on this planet? With that, if we were living in total consciousness, I am not sure we could function the way that we do right now on the planet. I'm not sure we could keep certain things in place the way they are now. To me, if we were all willing to be in total consciousness, would we have set up this meat market in the way we have it right now, or would that be looking different? And I'm not saying I don't know what it would look like, but my sense is it wouldn't exist in the way that it does right now. Because if everyone was in consciousness, something would not work for that. Basically all the unconscious parts in that wouldn't work anymore. If everything became conscious in that way, then it would be like, oh, wait a minute, does that actually work? No, it doesn't. Let's do something else here. So this would be true for many things that we're doing right now. And we wouldn't be able to hold certain things in place because they wouldn't make sense anymore in consciousness. They only work in this sense of unconsciousness or autopilot or disconnect. And most people function from that disconnect. So as more of us are waking up and are willing to be more connected and also be more awake on a daily basis, the more consciousness will be on this planet and the more change is possible. So everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So yeah, what else is possible with our choices?